Right, morning fellas, welcome back to another Villa on Tour video. Today, I'm back doing rankings and things like that. I'm ranking Premier League stadiums today. I know it's not the most revolutionary content, but let's be honest, it's hard to think of video ideas at the moment. Obviously, the last video is me shaving my barnet. People saying, oh, there was one comment saying you're struggling for ideas. Well, yeah, a little bit. It's a football channel and there's no football. So keep on leaving your suggestions of what football content sort of you want me to put out there. Obviously, there's loads of sort of ranking sort of things that I could be doing. And the last one I did on Villa players this season did quite well and people seem to enjoy that. So go and watch that if you haven't already. Go and watch the recent videos if you haven't already. But without further ado, let's crack on with ranking these football stadiums. Quick shout out to Luke though, supplying the goods, max 20 for 20% off as always, you know what to do. I know there's going to be loads of comments saying, oh, why are you wearing a hat? It's actually not that bad, like, here we go. I will reveal it, it's not great, it's really not great. I think I cut it about 8 days ago. Oh, I'll put that back on, you don't want to see that. I did it about 8 days ago, it's actually growing back fairly fast. So next video, will I be wearing a hat? But anyway, enough waffling from me. The categories we've got for these 20 Premier League grounds are elite, very good, good, okay, not great, and my favourite one, bowl. I've got them all at the bottom there, as you can see. I'm just going to go. So the first one we've got is Leicester City. Am I still salty about the 4-0 smashing, which was our last Villa game? Yes, I am a little bit, but that shall not determine my view on Leicester's ground. I'm going to put it in bowl, which is the bottom category. Now let me do a little bit of explanation. I am very traditional and that's what I like when it comes to football stadiums, and the likes of Leicester and a few more stadiums which we'll come on to just don't do it for me at all. The old Leicester ground I thought was fantastic, proper football stadium, but like one side, the King Power, just don't do it for me. They're really boring. Outside it's okay, inside there's just no character to it at all. It's not distinctive. You don't look at it and think, oh, that's you know, that's proper Leicester, like that's a traditional ground. Not at all for me, and that's why it's in the bottom one. Just a quick disclaimer as well, you are entitled to your own opinion. Do you agree with me? Probably not, and that's fine. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, but you don't have to agree with me, and if you don't have a go at me. Like, it's fine to not agree with me. Just let me know what you're thinking in the comments. Also, I'm going this off the bat as well. I haven't put any thought or anything into this already, so. Next one, Stamford Bridge, Chelsea. I have been there. I'm going to put it in okay. I think it's fairly average. Outside, it's in a bit of a busy area. Obviously, it's in West London. It's going to be busy and crowded and cramped and not a lot of space. Outside, does it look like a football stadium? Not really. It's okay. Inside, decent ground. Probably should be bigger. I know there was talks about expanding it, but yeah, that's why it's in okay. It's fairly average. Another disclaimer as well, I've been to 16 out of the 20 Premier League grounds. The only ones I haven't are West Ham, Newcastle, Everton and Liverpool. But obviously pictures and everything, so I know what I'm dealing with. I have been to most of them, just about. Next one, Arsenal. It is a bowl, let's be honest, it is a massive bowl. I loved Highbury, that was a proper ground. Outside the Emirates, it is actually really, really nice. But inside, it's, I don't know, I'm going to put it in good. I'm going to put it in good. Inside, it's okay. Outside, it's proper, I like it. But yeah, that's why it's going in good. Next up, another fairly big side. Man City and the Etihad. I have been there this season. The outside, it does look cool with the I don't know what you call them, the sort of rings that are going on. I'm gonna put it in good next to Arsenal. I probably would say Arsenal pips the Etihad just, but I still think the Etihad is better than Stamford Bridge, just about. Oh god, Bournemouth. I'm going to put it in not great. Obviously, I have been there this season. The allocation you get is ridiculously small for away fans. I think the capacity is like 12 or 13,000. Obviously, Bournemouth aren't a big club, that's fair enough, but on Premier League standards, it's not great. Ooh, next up, I'm going to say the St James's Park, obviously. I'm going to put it in very good. Massive, massive fan of this stadium. One of the biggest in the Premier League, 52,000 I believe. I love it. I like the sort of two massive stands and then the two sort of slightly smaller ones. Like I said, I haven't been there. I've heard so many stories about the steps, and you can see from the away end, you can see the majority of the city of Newcastle, which is very, very good. I'm going to put it in very good. Quality ground, proper stadium. I like it. Next up, Molineux. I have been there. It probably is the worst away end in the country, which is fair play to Wolves. They know what they're doing in terms of situating the away fans on like the edge bit. Don't like that at all. The South Bank is a decent stand. The rest of it is fairly average, to be honest. I'm going to put it next to Stamford Bridge. It is kind of similar. I'm going to put it in okay. It's all right. The South Bank's decent, but it's nothing special. Is that Watford? No, who's that? Oh, Sheffield United. Ooh, Sheffield United. I'm gonna put that in good. I was tempted to put it in very good. I'm a big fan. From the outside, it looks very, very good. Inside, I think they call it the Kop. That's class. I love that. That's where the majority of the atmosphere comes from. Proper stadium, proper club, proper fans. That's why I put it in good. Ooh, Brighton. Their stadium's like different. From the outside, it does look good. I'm tempted to go between these two, but I'm gonna put it in okay. Might be being a little bit harsh. Inside, it's a bit weird with the whole loop things. It looks a bit like Huddersfield and Bolton. They are similar stadiums, but it's all right. It's okay. I'm going to put it in okay. There you go. Watford. I don't have good memories. I've been there once and we got battered 3-0. I'm gonna put it in not great. I was tempted to go between okay and not great, but it's nothing special, is it? It'll fit in the Championship. It's a bog standard ground. Sorry, Watford fans, but it's not for me. Norwich. It's similar to Watford, to be fair, but I think it is slightly better just. I'm going to put it in okay. It's a traditional ground again. It's okay. It's not too bad. That's why I've put it in okay. I don't really have much more to say. Not the best analysis for me, but there's just nothing special about it. It's okay. Next up, Anfield. Ooh, I bet there'll be a lot of Liverpool fans watching, and I'm not going to put it up there. I don't really know. I'm going to put it in good. The Kop's good, but the rest of the ground is... The main stand's good. They had the extension on that a couple of years ago. It's all right. I know there's plans to make, you know, where the away end is. They're trying to make that stand bigger, which will make the stadium better to take it up to 60,000+. So that would be good. They need to do it. They always sell out, obviously. So yeah, I'm going to put it in good. Next up, Old Trafford. Been there a couple of times. I'm going to put it in elite. It's the first one to go in the top category, elite. It's a brilliant stadium, let's be honest. It is absolutely class and it suits Man United brilliantly. It's not a bowl, it's not one of these massive circle rubbish grounds. The character is fantastic. Outside the ground, it's so good. There's a lot of space around it. Inside, it was very impressive, you've got to admit. When you're sat in that away end and you can just see like the Stretford end and the massive, you know, opposite the main stand, I forgot what that's called. I think it's called the Sir Alex Ferguson stand. That's so good, it's class, and when it's full, and it's not often rocking, but you just got to give it to them. It is a class ground, and that's why I put it at the top. Ooh, Tottenham. Their new stadium, the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I'm going to put it again in elite. I think it's got to be. Oh, actually. I'm tempted to go between these two, but I think it's got to be elite. I think the only reason I was going to put it down to very good was because outside the ground, it doesn't look like a football stadium. I think outside the ground, I think Arsenal's is better, but inside, you've got to give it to Tottenham. That one main stand is just like when I went there, obviously first game of the season, it was just incredible. The atmosphere again isn't there, but that's not what we're ranking. We're not ranking atmospheres, we're ranking just the stadiums, and you've got to put it in the top, haven't you? You've got to put it in the top. Next up, Palace. I'm going to put it in okay. I'm going to put it there in and not. I'm not going to put it in not great because I think there is a certain amount of character there. The away end isn't very steep, so you can't really see much. Especially if you're near the back of the away end, you literally can't see half the pitch because the roof is like just like that, and you can't see half the pitch, which isn't ideal. But I'm going to put it there. It's okay. I like the character. The main stand where the ultras sit, that's okay. But yeah, Burnley. I like Burnley, not the club, I like the stadium. Turf Moor is a proper ground in like a traditional sort of football in town. I'm going to put it in okay. I think it's decent. It's similar to Palace, to be fair. I think the away end with the wooden seats, I like that sort of thing. Obviously, we didn't have wooden seats in the away end, but it's sort of that character about a ground that makes it for me, and that's why I've put it in okay. Ooh, Everton. Favourite club in Liverpool for me, I'm going to put it in very good. Controversial, putting it above Anfield, but for me, I think it's got to be... Obviously, they're moving to their new stadium by the Docks, which is a little bit disappointing because I just don't like modern stadiums like Goodison Park. I haven't been yet, unfortunately. I was looking forward to going, I really was, but I don't know. I think it's good. It's really traditional. It's similar to Villa Park. They've got no massive like main stand, but the Gladys End is very good. I just really like grounds like Goodison Park, and I know it's controversial putting it above Anfield, but for me, it is. Bowl. Sorry, West Ham, I think you probably agree with me. Now, I'm going to talk about the Boleyn Ground or Upton Park. That, when you think about traditional... Oh, the sun, hello. When you think about traditional English football stadiums, you think Upton Park. And I'm so gutted that I never got to go to Upton Park because it is a proper stadium. And if I was a West Ham fan, I would be absolutely fuming that they moved to the Olympic Stadium because it's not a football stadium. They didn't build it for football, and I can't imagine going there every week and feeling like, oh, this is home. Just not for me. Wherever you're sat, you're miles away from the pitch. And it's one of the grounds where I really don't look forward to going to. I'm going to be totally honest, it's just not for me. And the majority of West Ham fans will probably agree with me. It's not a football stadium, and I'm putting it down the bottom in bowl. Sorry, West Ham. Two more. Southampton, bowl. The Dell, their old ground was absolutely quality, proper stadium, but what is the difference between the King Power and the Southampton ground, St Mary's? The colour of the seats, that is it. Like, there's no character or distinctiveness to each of those grounds. They're literally the same. And yeah, that just doesn't do it for me. I'm not about that, and that's why I put it in bowl. Oh, Villa on tour, you're going to be biased. You're going to put Villa at the top. Yeah, I am. Look, Villa Park is one of the best footballing sort of arenas in the country. It's not a bowl. It's got the mix of old and new. The Holte End is up there with the best stands in the country. I think any neutral fan, any sensible neutral fan would agree with that. I'm going to put some pictures on screen of the Holte End. It's just absolutely phenomenal. Obviously, we're not talking about atmospheres, but it does have that as well to complement it. The North Stand, I think, is the only sort of bit that lets it down. But the Trinity is massive, the Holte End is massive. I just think it's absolutely phenomenal, and if I was an away fan, I'd look forward to going to Villa Park, not just because they probably will pick up the 3 points as an away team, just because of just how good it is. Like, looking at the Holte End, it's just absolutely fantastic. Yes, I'm being biased, but deal with it. My channel, my rules. It's going at the top. Elite, what a ground. But yeah, that's it. I've got 3 grounds at the top: Tottenham, Villa and Old Trafford. Yeah, I think I've been fairly nice there. Leave your thoughts obviously in the comments below. You probably won't agree with me, and that's absolutely fine. I'll be interested to see what your top 3 grounds are. Leave your top 3 in the comments. Leave a like if you have enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you haven't enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you are new. And the support on the channel has been very good recently. I know it's not easy for anyone when there's no football or anything like that. So keep up the support, and I'll keep on bringing you the videos as best as I can. And yeah, without further ado, thank you very much for watching. Up the Villa.